I'm John from the Tech Vault bringing you breaking news. I want to share with you recent developments concerning artificial intelligence writing its own regulations and what this could mean for AI's societal impact going forward. The idea of AI writing guidelines to govern itself may sound far-fetched, but U.S. Congressman Ted Lieu recently introduced a resolution calling for ethical AI development, which was written entirely using an AI chatbot. Lieu asked ChatGPT to write a comprehensive congressional resolution, generally expressing support for Congress to focus on AI regulation. The resulting resolution urges Congress to ensure the development and deployment of AI is done in a way that is safe, ethical, and respects the rights and privacy of all Americans. While Lieu's resolution is non-binding, it reveals something profound. Today's AI systems are smart enough to propose how they should be regulated. ChatGPT acknowledges the rapid advancements in AI technology have made it clear that the time to act is now to ensure that AI is used in ways that are safe, ethical, and beneficial for society. This suggests AI systems may someday help inform the policies needed to govern them responsibly. However, AI regulating itself also poses risks. Today's AI still exhibits gaps in reasoning, fails to anticipate longer-term consequences, and reflects the biases of its creators. Left to its own devices, AI may propose governance that prioritizes narrow objectives over broader societal impacts. Experts warn of AI developing in ways that ultimately prove harmful to humans, economies, or the environment. Thus, any AI-generated guidelines should be reviewed critically by multidisciplinary experts and revised iteratively based on real-world outcomes. Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, testified before Congress in support of a more proactive approach to AI governance. In his written testimony, Altman advocated for a governance regime flexible enough to adapt to new technical developments, and one that regularly updates appropriate safety standards. Specifically, Altman called for mandating licensing or registration requirements for AI with certain capabilities. This would allow the U.S. government to hold companies to safety standards, for instance, testing systems before their release and publishing the results. Altman believes regulation of AI is essential to maximize its benefits while minimizing risks. For months, companies have raced to bring ever more powerful AI to market, throwing endless data and billions of dollars at the challenge. But some critics fear this approach could exacerbate societal harms related to prejudice, misinformation, and more. In the worst case, experts warn of AI posing an existential threat to humanity. Congress currently lacks the technical expertise to regulate AI effectively on its own, so allowing AI some role in informing governance may prove valuable if implemented carefully. Experts argue mandatory licenses for high-risk AI with strict transparency and safety standards could maximize benefits while mitigating risks. Meanwhile, international cooperation will be essential given AI's global nature. What the U.S. does impacts the world and vice versa. Although lawmakers have historically been sluggish regulating emerging technologies, risks posed by rapidly advancing AI seem to finally be spurring legislators into action. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has met with over 100 AI experts to propose basic safety rules for AI development. And experts argue mandating testing, safety standards, and licensure for high-risk AI could maximize benefits while minimizing harms, if policies can evolve alongside fast-changing AI. In summary, AI proposing guidelines for its own governance holds both promise and peril. On one hand, AI systems have unique insights into their own capabilities, limitations, and potential societal impacts. This knowledge could inform governance that maximizes AI's benefits while mitigating risks. However, today's AI still cannot envision all potential consequences of its decisions, nor represent the diverse needs of society as a whole. Thus, any AI-proposed guidelines must be viewed skeptically and revised iteratively based on real-world outcomes. Experts warn AI left entirely to its own devices may develop in unforeseen ways that ultimately prove harmful. Ultimately, effective and adaptable AI governance will likely require collaborative, multi-stakeholder approaches informed by both human experts and AI systems themselves. AI may prove valuable in surfacing edge cases and highlighting potential pitfalls human regulators could miss. But AI-generated policies should not be adopted blindly or permanently. Instead, iterated upon continually as AI and society themselves evolve. The onus is now on lawmakers, researchers, tech companies, and the broader public to come together and chart a responsible path forward. We must proceed with care while acknowledging both AI's potential and its limitations. The discussion has only just begun. But how we navigate AI's involvement in its own regulation over the coming years will determine in large part whether this technology ultimately becomes a force for good or ill in human affairs. The next steps we take must therefore aim to foster innovation, maximize benefits, and safeguard society, all while heeding warnings from those with experience of previous technological paradigm shifts. With clear-sighted yet flexible governance, constructive dialogue across fields, and a willingness to correct course when needed, I remain cautiously optimistic we can arrive at policies that nurture AI's benefits while avoiding potential pitfalls. AI systems like ChatGPT may indeed prove valuable advisors, if we listen critically and act judiciously. The alternative, hoping problems never arise, is irresponsible given what's at stake for our collective future. AI writing guidelines to regulate itself has brought this discussion into the spotlight. Now it's on all of us to make sure we get it right. The question remains, what might effective yet adaptable AI governance look like? Mandatory testing and transparency, safety standards tied to funding, limited use cases at first? There are no simple answers, only continuous debate, human oversight of AI proposed policies, and a willingness to evolve both technology and regulation together over time. Mistakes will surely be made along the way. But by proceeding with wisdom, humility, and humanity's best interests in mind, I'm hopeful we can arrive at forms of governance that nurture AI's promise while safeguarding society from its potential downsides. Let this be the beginning of a thoughtful, open dialogue on how we steer this technology towards a brighter future for all.